miss your high school sports game of the week when two undefeated teams battle between the Sevier County Smoky Bears and the Knox West Rebels. Live on Your High School Sports Facebook. The pregame show begins at 6:30. Don't miss the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. Brought to you by these fine sponsors.
One of the things, we've talked a little bit about Maryville High School. One of the things that Maryville does so well is they will show you formations, and they will run different plays off that formation to see how you react to them, okay? And they may run 6 or 7 of the same plays, and then in the third or fourth quarter, defense sees that formation. They expect a play, and a different play comes. That's what you've got to do to keep defense off balance. If you line up in the same formation and try to run the same plays, they're going to figure it out, okay? And they're going to come, and they're going to stop it. A good defense will.
And, that's one of the reasons I said earlier, keep your eye on R.J. Brooks. He doesn't do it very often, but he's sneaky when he comes out of the backfield. He's typically blocking, but when he catches a reception, typically it's something that turns into a 25 to 30-yard gainer. So, we've not even talked about Latham Braden tonight and what that kid brings to the game. Gotten his first offer from Maryville, he will get more. That kid's got the best wiggle of a running back I've seen in a long time. Just hard to bring down. And not only does he have this breakaway speed, Ralph, he's so physical. Not afraid to stick his nose in the middle of a line and just plunge through.
Let's go over our sponsors real quick, Ron, while we've got a chance. We want to thank Clabough's Campground, obviously the #1 campground in the Great Smoky Mountains. Beautiful Pigeon Forge. They're our pregame sponsor. We want to thank them for that. They're our postgame sponsor, and they'll be our player of the game sponsor. They're also our 1st and 10 sponsor, so we couldn't do this without our friends at Clabough's Campground. We want to thank our Sevier County Electric, bringing the power to Sevier County. They'll be our touchdown sponsor and our halftime sponsor. Of course, we want to thank Buddy's Barbecue. Buddy's Barbecue provides us with dinner each and every time we do this. We thank them, and if you haven't had good barbecue, then you need to get to Buddy's Barbecue, and you'll find out what it's all about. They're our play of the game sponsor. I want to thank the Old Mill, our kickoff sponsor, and Ron's already alluded to Sharp's Plaquemaster in Knoxville, Tennessee, who sponsors our Your High School Sports Player of the Week. So those are our sponsors. Let's run over the starting lineups real quick for Sevier County. Excuse me, your quarterback's Christian Hoffman. At tackles, at tailback, we got Garrett Hawkins. Our X receivers, Bryson Hedrick. Our H receivers, Mason Ellis. The Z is Knox Kremblis. The Y is Jude Costner. Our tackles are Josh Haynes and Otto Van Rensburg. Our guards, Noah Taylor Magaha and Andy Montoya. The center is Colby Cunningham. Let's go over our defensive starters for Sevier County High School. We got Jaden Paulson at defensive end. We got Damon Hughes at tackle. Our nose guard is Houston Parton. Our linebackers are Jude Costner, Stephen Kane, and Garrett Hawkins. Our star corner is Bryson Lane. Our other corner is Malachi Pate. Knox Kremblis plays a corner. Our weak safety is Mason Ellis. Our free safety is Sladen Hickman. Now let's go over the starters for Knox West High School on offense. The quarterback's Carson Jesse. Our running backs are Braden Latham, and wide receivers are Caden Latham, Jakaris Wren, and 6 Horde. Tight end R.J. Brooks, which Ron has alluded to him already. Our tackles are Jones Connor and John Witzel. Our guards, Quandarius Hayes, Jackson Lewis, and our center is Bradley Dickey. Our defensive starters for Knox West at defensive end, C.J. Smith and Jemias Mills. Our nose guard, Jameer Turner. Linebackers, Anderson Smith, Brock Hatcher, John Carlovato, and Ryan Scott. Our corners are 6 Horde and Caden Latham. Our safeties, Marshoon Bowers and Jacarius Wren. So we're about ready to go here at Sevier County High School. Knox West will be kicking off to Sevier County, and we're about ready to get this battle underway.
On you. Hold it.
One of the things, Ralph, about the CB kid is he kicks stuff so deep most time you don't have much of return.
Right.
Hold your shot steady. Hold your shot steady. Hold it steady.
Ralph, this is a beautiful field, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, it's a gorgeous setting, and I love the field without the old crown.
Number 16, Sandy.
And we'd be amiss to not say thank you to Knox or to Sevier County for their hospitality.
Oh, no question, no question. They take care of us whenever we come here.
I didn't tell you to move. Don't move.
All right, looks like we're ready. The officials are heading to the sideline.
Get Sean Chili tonight. Sean Chili.
And we are about ready to go here. Tyson Seaby's ready to go.
Sevier County. For the Smoky Bears. Stay with it. Stay with it. Look for a big win tonight. Off you. The undefeated West Rebels.
And that ball is going to go in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. So Sevier County will start at the 20-yard line. I know you can see this on TV. Sevier County's in their home purple, Knox West in their road white.
All right, coming to you, Zion. Coming to you.
And we are ready to go.
I'm on you. You're live. I'm on you.
Smoky Bears.
Christian Hoffman coming to the huddle.
Christian Hoffman leads the Smoky Bears out onto the field. Just follow the follow. Yeah, there you go. Just nice and smooth. Stay with it. Not smooth. Right there. Right there. Off you. Can your camera zoom in?
Little bubble screen. Good pick up a couple yards. Good closing speed there.
Screen gets a couple of yards. Taken
By Knox West. Marshawn Bowers on the tackle. And Ron, that's what I think Sevier County has not been used to yet this year is the speed of the defenses they faced.
Yeah, and you hope at some point in time,
That is the reason why.
if you're Sevier County, the game starts to slow down a little bit.
Right.
Because I'm sure right now, with them being at home, understanding how big this game is, everything's going 100 miles an hour right now.
Where the play is going to end. 'Cause I'm
West in a cover 2 look.
the player.
Hoffman will take a snap.
And 8 for Sevier.
Nice.
Good coverage.
Go to that number 6.
Excellent coverage by 6 Horde, the corner there for Knox West.
Coming to you. Go to number 6. There it is on you.
And that brings up a third and 8 for Sevier County.
Number 6.
Nice. Keep it there.
Good with the pressure.
Off you.
It is 3rd and 8.
Go to the huddle. Huddle.
Ralph, are you a little surprised they've come out passing so much already?
No, not really. I think that's kind of what they had to do is kind of see exactly what they got in the passing game, and I think the middle's wide open. You're going to have to try to throw the middle. They're going to try to go deep, but good closing speed there, intercepted, but out of bounds.
Get number 6.
So that was double coverage. Caden Latham on the interception.
Number 8. Stay with it. Stay with 8.
See, Ron, that's kind of what I was talking about there. In a cover 2 look, as you know, if you're going to throw it down the sideline, that free safety is going to come over to help. The middle of the field is what's open. You got to play action pass, draw the linebackers up, and hit the middle of the field.
And Ralph, just looking at Christian Hoffman, you almost got the feeling right there he had in mind what he was going to do.
There's no question.
Regardless, and he was going to do it.
No question. All right, so Sevier County is going to go 3 and out. It's going to be 4th and about 8. They're going to punt. And we've got a stoppage of play here. Looks like we're going to have offsides on West.
So now it'll be 4th and
I'm on you, Zion.
Offside.
So Taylor Madison is going to kick. It's going to make it 4th and about, I guess, about 3.
A little surprised Marshawn Bowers is back there and not Aquarius Wren, but, you know,
Off you.
talking to Coach, they're pretty much interchangeable.
and it's a short punt. And now
It's going to go out of bounds about the 44-yard line.
Sevier County sideline, they'll mark it.
I'm on you, Zion. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with the ref.
34-yard line.
Off you.
So, punch, counter punch. Sevier County not able to move. We'll see what West can do here. The West offense is led by Carson Jesse, number 9. And as Ron has already alluded to, Takarius Wren at wide receiver. Definitely a threat every time he touches the football. A lot of guys playing both ways. Caden Latham at wide receiver.
Off you.
Pistol formation.
This defensive line tonight's got to create some pressure out.
Jesse's going to go deep.
Did he follow the action?
And there's his
Oh. How about that for a big play? So we got a nice interception there.
I'm on it. Hold it. Off you.
Has an interception. Number 48, Kane of Sevier County.
Stephen Kane there
Stephen
on
Kane,
that.
okay.
Yes, sir.
All
Stephen
right.
Kane on that interception.
Stephen Kane
And
with
you've
the
got to
interception.
applaud the man for the focus right there.
Oh,
See
yeah.
that ball wobbling up in the air and being able to come down.
Well, it was a good play by the safety to knock it, to tip it up in the air. And then obviously the West receiver could not hold on to it, but Kane with the wherewithal to track it and bring it in. So the Smoky Bears are going to set up at their own 44. Good field position. Let's see if they go back to the run, and they are right up the middle, and they're not going to get anything.
That's probably a loss of a yard right there, Ralph.
Yeah, he lost a yard on that one. I couldn't see who carried the ball. Could you see who the?
I thought it was Garrett Hawkins.
Garrett Hawkins.
Wrong.
I don't think it was, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
I got here about 25 minutes ago.
Got to run some play action, Ron. Got to bring those linebackers up. There you go, right there. Oh!
Nearly intercepted by John.
See, there was a situation where Christian could have waited just a little bit longer for him to clear. But that's what you kind of have.
You're right, spot on right there, Ralph. Because if he waits another second, the middle of the field opens up.
Yeah. So that's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. So far, total yards for Sevier County have been 2. If you count the loss of yards there, it's 1. So they're going to have to figure out something that works here. Twin receivers. Hoffman's going to roll out.
Got a man.
And he's off. We talked a little bit about that last week, rolling to his left and having to turn his hips and throw the football. That's a tough pass for any quarterback.
Yes, and mechanically right there, Ralph, you've got to take a second to just clear those hips and turn them around and plant that foot.
We got to. So they're going to have to punt again. I have a feeling that Taylor Madison might have a very busy evening tonight from his punting spot.
Last week I was at Bledsoe County.
You know, reflecting on that last play right there, Bryson Hedrick had room.
He did. Marshawn Bowers back to receive again. There's a snap. Madison's going to kick it, and it's going to shank and go out of bounds at about the 40.
I know it's Ralph. I know it's early, Ralph, but boy, starting position so far has drastically favored West.
Oh, yeah, no question.
In a lot of ways, this is about what I thought would happen, though, Ralph. This is just a feeling out process right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's see if Carson Jesse can go deep once again. I would. Just get some the confidence back in, or say, hey, we can go deep.
Pistol formation again. You're going to bring your boy RJ in motion to the left.
Yep.
And they're going to run right behind him and pick up some good yardage.
Yep.
About a 6-yard gain there. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
Gets the handoff.
Braden Latham with the carry. And you called it there, Ron. Our boy R.J. Brooks went in motion. They ran right behind him, and they got 6 yards.
Yeah, he's very physical. They're going to have to line up and shed the block, or it's going to be a long night for them tonight.
Find the play. Braden Latham with the handoff. He scoots forward. Good enough.
Going to be a first down right there, Ralph.
Latham again. That's going to be a Clabough's Campground, 1st and 10. Remember, the Smoky Mountains have mountains, they have lakes, they have lots of campgrounds. And what better place to go camping than a Clabough's Campground, the #1 campground in the Great Smoky Mountains in beautiful Pigeon Forge. So that's a 1st and 10 for West. They're going to be at the 48 of Sevier County, able to run it so far. Here comes your boy Brooks off to the right. They're going to run right behind him again.
Braden Latham again.
Oh.
He found a hole and some more. Good shot of West Ground, reaction, West Ground.
So that's a big gain all the way down to the Sevier County 28-yard line. Latham again with the carry. Another Clabough's Campground, 1st and 10. And we have an injured Sevier County player on the field. Looks like it's number 11 from here.
Trying to get a shot at the cheerleaders.
Knox Kremlis. Knox Kremlis, the corner.
On the injury timeout.
Let's keep it right here. Let's talk a little bit about what we're seeing so far, Ron. I think, West obviously opened up with the deep pass, trying to spread the defense out, see if they could, catch lightning in a bottle. But now they've gone back to that running game, and so far it's been very successful. I've watched Garrett Hawkins a little bit. He's shedding the blocks okay, but it looks like he's maybe just a step slow getting to the hole.
Well, when you get a tailback like Braden Latham.
Yeah, you got to hit it.
Yes.
You got to hit that hole quick.
What you see about him is he's just twitchy, man. I don't know how to describe it. He just, you feel as though he's got it. He'll make a jump move, he'll make another move, and just extend a 5 or 6 yard carry into what he did right there, about a 20-yard rip.
All right, 1st and 10 West. Sevier County 28. Brooks goes in motion again, this time to his right. They're going to run right up the middle, and they're going to be stopped cold. Good play by Sevier County there. Ball carrier Silas Cole is going to pick up no yardage. Sevier County with a good job of closing up the running lane there. Brooks, the tight end, is split to the right. He's going to come in motion to the left. Let's see if they go behind him again. And they are, right behind him. Nice fill by Hawkins that time. There you go. That's what you want to see from a linebacker. Good stop, gain of about 1, maybe 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Drew Costner's pursuit right there, Ralph, was just great. You know, one of the things I'm seeing so far, though, is Andy Montoya, who is a very physical nose for them. He's being handled right now. He's going to have to shed this block.
Yeah.
This line's going to have to provide some pressure and just not rely on their linebackers.
And the reason he's got to affect the double team. He's got to force him to bring another guy on him. All right, so we'd expect a pass here. It's 3rd and 8. And that's what they're going to do.
All the action.
Incomplete.
So
a little bit underthrown there, and the intended receiver was Marshawn Bowers. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and here comes your kicker, Ron. It's going to be a 45-yard attempt. Actually, I take that back. It's going to be a, let's see where they move it.
1-yard field goal.
Yeah, 41 yards. So let's see if you're
is as good as advertised?
Yes, as good as advertised. Tyson Seaby, 41-yard kick. Actually, it's going to be a 43-yard kick.
Brock Hatcher with the hold. You don't see too many outside linebackers as your holder.
And this is a long kick for a high school player.
Yes, it is.
The kick is up. It's a little bit low, and it's going to be too low. So that's going to be a missed field goal for West. Sevier County is going to take over right there at the 28-yard line, and we're going to go to a quick break here on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
No. All right, they're going to go right up the middle to Hawkins. He's not going to get much. He's going to gain maybe about 3, so that wasn't too bad.
Taken down by John Sartell.
We'll call it 2 from where they're going to spot it. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 22. And Sevier County, Ron, they've got to figure out a way to get out of their own end zone. They've got to figure out a way to stretch that defense out. And as long as West is going to sit back in that cover 2, which they are in again, you're going to have to find a way to attack the middle of that field.
It's the first 4 receivers
play action.
We've seen so far.
Oh, nobody there. So it looked like he was trying to do a little bit of a, he's already telling one of his receivers that he should have been over there.
Keep it on the scoreboard. Speed, please.
Now in the NFL, that would have been intentional grounding.
Yeah, because there's nobody there.
But they do give the high school kids a break. All right, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Knox County Schools provides.
And again, you kind of get the feeling, Ron, that if Sevier County doesn't do something, West is going to score eventually.
You know, you've got such a athletic secondary here for Knox West. A big window can close very quickly.
Yes, it can. So Hoffman's going to take a straight drop, throw a quick pass. It's complete, but quick closing and quick 3 guys on the ball there.
Kellen Blanks there just closed quickly.
He sure did.
You know, when the ball first came out of his hand, I thought he actually had a little bit of space there to move.
Bryson Hedrick with the catch. The corner and the safety and the linebacker all closed pretty quick on him, so that's going to bring it up a 4th down and 2, and Sevier County is going to have to punt it away. You almost get the feeling that maybe some sort of a stop-and-go motion, would probably work, considering how aggressive the secondary is for West.
Either that or something, a reverse might.
Right. So Taylor Madison again out. This is going to be his 3rd punt of the night. And let's see if he can get a better one off this. And he does not.
Barely gets across the line of scrimmage.
It's going to go out of bounds. No, it's not. Yes, it is. About the 40-yard line.
Shot of West Bacon.
So again, field position becomes the enemy of Sevier County.
Stay right there.
And the Rebels are going to take over at the 40.
Stay right there.
Ralph, you've got an understatement of the year. You've got to have more out of your punter right there.
Oh yeah, no question. You got to. All right, Rod. Let's see if West. They've run the ball on the last series. Let's see. If I'm calling, I'm thinking play action and go deep. Try to score quickly.
Off you.
And there he goes, right down the field. Nice catch, nice tackle. And there you are.
Big first down.
Clabough Campground, 1st and 10 as the pass is complete to 6 Horde. Nice play there by Carson Jesse. Play action, rolled out to his right, hit his receiver, and they have a first down now at the 23.
A tackle there by Malachi Pate. But, Ralph, there's the middle of the field like you talked about.
Right.
He almost dragged and took the secondary with him, but they couldn't adjust quickly enough to it.
No. In high school, Ron, you know, the middle of the field is going to be open more times than not, and that's what you got to try to hit. All right, so at Clabough's Campground, 1st and 10. Rebels have the ball on the 24. They're going to just keep it on the ground. Big hole up the middle. Nice run. He's going to pick up some big yardage. Braden Latham on the run. Nobody there. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 4.
Bryson Lane brought him down there, Ralph, and I'm going to tell you, with his balance, he was close to just breaking that off and going the rest of the way.
You know, you can see the difference in athleticism.
Oh, you
can you not? I mean, you really can. And there's no knock at Sevier County. It's just that West is a very, very talented and athletic football team.
And you know, Ralph, the old saying is when someone's more athletic, you got to be more physical.
Big hole, big hole.
Fumble.
I think they called him down.
Okay.
Yeah. So Braden Latham with a huge hole, and that's going to give West a Clabough's Campground 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
Stay with the West.
And they're going to go tempo here. Try to keep Sevier County a little bit off balance. Going to go right back to Latham up the middle, and he's going to score.
Crowd shot. West.
So West is the first team on the board as they throw it and run it down the field with some chunk plays, and that gives them a 6-0 lead pending the extra point. Braden Latham with the score. Ron, he's probably got at least 50 yards rushing already or close to it.
Yeah, 54 is what I'm showing right now, Ralph, and a lot of credit there to Quindarius Hayes, who kind of sprung that block, so he pretty much walked in even though he dove in.
All right, extra point, and it is up, and it is good. So, with 4:59 remaining in the first quarter, the Rebels of Knox West 7, the Smoky Bears of Sevier County nothing. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
All right, we're back at Sevier County High School. The Rebels have drawn first blood. They're up 7-0. Sevier County's going to start at their 20,
Stay on the scoreboard.
and we're going to see if they can come up with something that's going to work here.
Ralph, so far right now, Knox West has 70 yards to Sevier County 13. That's a big difference.
And they're going to lose. They're going to lose yardage there as well. It's going to be about a loss of, we'll call it 1. It's going to be 2nd and 11, and now it's 70 yards to 12.
You and I were both taught that special teams are called special for a reason, and right now they're making a difference in this game.
Yeah, and you know, the offensive line of Sevier County is getting manhandled right now by the West defensive line.
All right. Now,
So they went back to the pass that worked on again. They're shut down pretty quickly there. Bryson Hedrick on the reception. That little quick screen is going to pick up some significant yards. He's going to pick up probably about 8. So that's going to make it 3rd and 3. Very manageable. West in a 2-deep zone. Corners playing off the receivers.
give me a shot at Sevier County crowd. Sevier County crowd.
They're going to go to that same pass, but they're not going to get much.
No.
Sevier County crowd on you.
Yeah, see, you know, when you have a team that's this fast as West, you've got to run it right at them. You can't throw it to the side, or they're too quick. They close too quick. And now we've got another 4th down and 2. About 1, and they're going to a different punter. We got a different punter in, number 15, Joe Grubb. We saw him punt last week, I think, and we saw him. I've seen him punt before in some other games we've done. So they realize, as we do, that you're going to have to get some good punt.
You know, Ralph, I'm a little bit surprised. What have we seen? Garrett Hawkins with 1-2 carries. And you're spot on, the physical nature of this game being what it is. That's a much better punt right there, Ralph.
Oh, well, action's on. Action is going to have a return. On you.
Pretty good coverage
yeah,
there, too.
Good coverage. Marshawn Bowers on the return. He's going to get it out to about the 34, and that's going to help Sevier County a little bit.
Stay with the hub.
Crucial drive coming up for Sevier County. They're going to have to figure out a way to stop West.
Not on my computer screen, so I might have a good signal for the moment. And if you're able to watch it without a drag, I do apologize. It's a Wi-Fi signal. I'll have to sit down the broadcast. It's not good here.
I think you're going to have to bring some people, Ron.
Yes.
Run, there he goes, right there.
There's your stunt.
Shot on the scoreboard last week.
Yeah, I mean, I expected that to happen. You can't sit back and let them run at you. You've got to bring the action to them. So that's going to be a pickup of about 5. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 from about the 39.
Ralph, I think I saw the guard pull right there, which tells me it probably was a trap play, but I think your linebacker blew it up.
Yeah, and that's what that blitz will do. Good play there.
Eli Tackett there on the wrap-up.
Yep. So now we've got West in a 3rd down. Let's see if Sevier County can get off the field. We got a 3rd and 3. Playbook is wide open for West here on a 3rd and 3. Jesse in the backfield. He's got Silas Cole with him. He's got Brooks in the slot. And they're just going to throw a quick pass. Let's see if Sevier County can close. They can't. Not only does he not close, he gets away. He breaks free, and I don't think they're going to catch him. And they do, down about the 12. So 6 Horde, just a little quick pass to pick up the 1st down. And Sevier County was not able to close. They're going to go tempo here real quickly.
Stay with the crowd. Stay with the crowd.
I'm going to go right up the middle. And he's going to get down to about the 5. Nice tackle by Hawkins there, but a little bit too late. And that's going to bring it down to the 5. They're going to go tempo again.
Stay with the crowd.
And they're going to stop the clock.
I believe a Sevier County timeout.
Yeah, Sevier County smart there to call timeout, regroup a little bit. You know, I like what West is doing.
Yes.
When they hit you with the big play, they want to go tempo. You know, they want to keep you off balance, keep that momentum going, and I like that. That's good offensive play calling. Sevier County, good use of a timeout there, because you really can't afford to get down 14-0 here, as anemic as their offense has been. we've only got, we're still 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Caden Latham there on that previous play. Ralph helped spring that. And, you know, one of the things Coach Brown said to me this week is we've got to win third down. And that was a case where they just won third down. They extended the drive.
Well, he should have been tackled for a gain of about 4.
Yep.
Cheerleaders in black, cheerleaders in black.
I don't know what kind of personnel Sevier County has and what they know about them, but I would blitz here and I'd play man-to-man on the wide receivers.
Yep.
You've got to force the action here.
Looking for Jaquarius Wren right here in single coverage.
Here they come. They're going to come off the edge. And that's a good play.
Yep.
Nice fill that time by Hawkins. No gain. So that's going to bring up a third down. So this is going to be a minor win right here if they can hold West to a field goal.
Got to get to the 2-yard line for the first.
Costner there on the tackle. Eli Tackett helped him finish that off.
Yep. And Hawkins was around it anyway.
Yep.
It is 3rd and 3.
And here we are again, Ralph, 3rd and short.
Yep. I'm going to look for a little play action pass here, I think. I don't think they're going to run this one. And I'm wrong.
Oh, up the middle.
And he's going to get the first down.
But it is going to be a first down.
That's good enough for North Carolina. First down. Move your camera.
Picks up the first down.
Silas Cole picks up the first down, and they just run athletes at you left and right, don't they? I mean, if it's not Latham, it's Cole.
Stay wide, stay wide.
Or 6 Horde.
On you.
Ralph, this can't continue. I don't know what the time of possession is right there for that first quarter.
Oh, I can pretty much.
It's probably 2-1 right now, if not more.
Yeah, probably a little more than that. All right, there's your boy Brooks now. He's going to be in the wing formation.
2 seconds left.
He's going to go in motion.
On that side.
Nope, he's just going to go right across. They're going to run right behind him, and he's going to walk in the end zone.
Touchdown.
So Silas Cole on the walk-in touchdown, and that's going to make the score 13-0 Rebels, pending the extra point, and we still have 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
You know, Ralph, we talked about him in the first. R.J. Brooks is just so physical, and right now he's beating them at the point of attack. They've got good linebackers, but right now he's showing he's better than their linebackers.
Oh, yeah, there's no question. I mean, you know, we'll talk a little bit about that after our extra point here. There's a snap. The kick is up, and it's good. So that's going to make it 14-0. We'll keep it right here since we're so close to the end of the quarter. And, Ron, you know, you mentioned Brooks. First of all, I want to give you kudos for tremendous preparation. I mean, you were right on with R.J. Brooks. You were right on with some of these playmakers. And, you know, you talked a little bit about blocking, you know, defense and defensive linebackers and running backs who are it's all want to. You know, I mean, you have got to step up there and say, you're not going to beat me. And right now, Brooks is the aggressor. You know, he's hitting these guys and he's moving them.
Well, Ralph, he's 6'4" and 260 pounds. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
And
when I was in high school, there was no such of an animal.
No. It's early, Ralph. Here we are, still 45 seconds left in the first quarter, but Sevier County's got to come up with an answer.
You know,
Still on you. Still on you.
to be honest with you, we watched Sevier County last week.
Yes.
We've
Watching you tonight.
They have an answer.
Well,
I mean, I hope they do, but I'm not sure if they do because I don't know that they can do anything else except maybe try to attack the middle of the field, which they haven't really done.
Well, we watched them last week against Pigeon Forge. What worked against Pigeon Forge is not going to work tonight against Knox West.
No, it's not. No.
They're too fast. They're too athletic.
All right, so CB
Lining up to kick again. This will be his third kick.
kickoff of the night.
With a 14-0 lead.
Sevier County Electric, the sponsor of that last touchdown. And another touchback for the West Rebels, and that's going to put Sevier County at the 20-yard line again.
Ralph, that's 3 touchbacks for Cybe. That is a huge difference maker. You're not even giving your special teams or your returners an opportunity to save your yards.
Right. Yeah, the only thing he did wrong was that field goal try was a little.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's been spot on. All right, so we got 45 seconds remaining. Sevier County going to the pistol formation now. They got trips to the right. Play action. Go across the middle. There he was. So a little bit of an off throw. You got to hit that guy right there. He had some room to run. And, you know, the beauty of going across the middle there, Ron, as you can see, if he catches that ball, it makes one move to the outside, he picks up 15 or 20 yards before the corner or the safety gets to him.
That was Tyson Franklin, and you know, we saw him high point a ball the other day. He just did miss that. That would have been a good game for them. Christian Hoffman's just got to hit that pass.
You got to lead your receiver.
Yes.
You can catch it and make a move, and he would have picked up at least 15 or 20 before the Marshawn Bowers would have closed on him.
I believe right now Christian Hoffman's about 2 for 8 for the evening, Ralph.
He's going to go deep down the sideline, but there's no way he's going to get that.
Nope.
Oh, we're going to have a penalty. So the pass was intended for Mason Ellis.
I will say one thing, Ralph, that I saw out of Christian Hoffman that I really liked right there. That was the first fake with those shoulders that we've seen. When you've got an over-aggressive secondary like this is for West right now, you've got to do some stuff like that to get them to bite.
I agree. Caden Latham on the coverage there with the penalty. But still, again, you know, when you're in a cover 2, your safeties are taught to help out, right? All right. You have to have a speed burner to be able to get that guy past there. You got 2 guys on him.
Yep. Ralph, here Sevier County is at their own 35. It's the deepest penetration they've had tonight.
They're going to give it right up the middle, and they're not going to get much.
No. Maybe lose a yard right there.
Bryson Lane with the carry. He's going to pick up nothing, probably lose about a half yard. And we are probably going to come to the end of the first quarter here. I think Sevier County is going to let it run out. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Hardin-Robertson Field. The West Rebels 14, the Sevier County Smoky Bears nothing. When we come back, Sevier County will have its second down. We'll call it a short 11 from their own 34-yard lines. We'll be right back on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Hi, we're back. Sevier County High School.
Second quarter.
Start of the second quarter, second down, a short 11 at their own 34 for Sevier County. Wow. Nice sack. C.J. Smith, yeah, you did. You talked about him.
The thing you see out of C.J. Smith is just the great hands. When he locks up with an offensive lineman, typically he pushes and then he uses a swim move or another type of move. But his hands are so great, Ralph.
Yeah, he was on Hoffman before he even had a chance.
Ralph, just in that first half, you and I just mentioned it during the break. Right now with that loss, 116 yards right now for Knox West, 6 for Sevier County.
And they've got about a 3rd and 18. They're going to try to throw it across the middle, and there was nobody there. It was well overthrown. The pass was intended for, I can't really tell who that is. Maybe Bryson Lane. No, number 6. So the pass was intended for Bryson Hedrick, but it was overthrown, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, and Sevier County is going to have to punt. Joe Grubb still back in for punting.
We've got Bryson Hedrick's name quite a bit already. Kudos to the young freshman for making a difference in this game.
That's going to be trouble. That's blocked, partially blocked. And that's going to go out of bounds at about the 43. C.J. Smith got a hand on that one. And West is going to set up on the Sevier County side of the field. with a chance to extend this thing to 21.
A little bit better shot. The Smoky Bear 31. Hold it right there.
You know, Ralph, Mark Chait, who is the defensive coordinator for Sevier County, is an extremely good defensive coordinator. I would like to know what's spinning in his head right now. What adjustments do we make because they're so athletic?
Well, you know, I'm not sure. Let's see. We got a slot man basically uncovered there, and now they go over and cover him. We're just going to give it to Latham right up, kind of cuts to the outside, picks up on his own, picks up about 4 yards. I think what you have to do, Ron, and I'm by no means a defensive coordinator, but you got to bring pressure. You got to force the issue. If you sit back and you wait for them to come to you, they're going to beat you every time.
Here's what's surprising me, Ralph. We knew Knox West was the more athletic team.
Right.
They're also proving right now to be the more physical team.
Yes, they are. There's no question. Corner's way off on these guys. Oh, he's wide open. He is wide open. Oh, man.
2 receivers there. 2 leaders. Sevier County and Latham.
That was definitely a mistake on the part of the wide receivers for West.
Zoom out a little bit. Flips.
You know, they don't throw to Braden Latham a whole lot. They mostly saw a matchup that they saw right there.
Yeah.
Latham has just got to run through that ball.
Yeah. Well, the problem was that it was intended for, who was it intended for? Latham. Yeah, Latham. But the other receiver broke it up. His own guy broke it up.
Bowers in motion.
Little Jets, little sweep.
Oh, what a cut.
Poor tackling on that play by Sevier County, which should have been about a 1-yard gain, turned into a Clabough's Campground 1st and 10. Marshawn Bowers on the carry, and West will have a first down on the 30.
I think the Wi-Fi issues have gotten better. Last time I looked, there's 14 upload speed. That's what gets it out to you. All I need is 5. Show us Sevier County.
Right up the middle, nice move.
First up the middle.
Beautiful move there by.
Sorry, that's Jameson. Devin Jameson, his first carry of the
To number 7, Jameson.
right there. Hold it.
There's Devlin Jameson right there on the
Devin
carry
Jameson with a nice move. They're going to go tempo again.
Real quick.
Little screen, nobody there. Break a tackle, score a touchdown. There you go.
Touchdown Rebels, Marshawn Bowers.
So Bowers takes a little screen. Sevier County is not there. He makes one move, breaks a tackle, and he's in the end zone. And we're only 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the second quarter, and it's 20-0.
Give me the West Band to left. Hold it. Off you. Scoreboard.
CB on for the kick. It's up. It's good. So, 9:40 left. We'll keep it right here. Sevier County trailing 21-0 to West.
Hold it right there. Hold it there.
What we can say right now, Ralph, is Knox West is the top-ranked team in 5A, and they're living up to the billing.
Yeah, no question.
West Band,
No question.
West Band.
And they play Alcoa, I think, in a couple weeks. So that should be a really good
should
game.
be a good matchup. By the way, just for an update, Alcoa last score was beating Pigeon Forge 21-0.
Hurry. Hold it. On you. Just hold it. Hold it. Off you. Close up of West kicker.
Of interest for the TWSAA. In the first quarter, it's Austin East 8. Northview Academy 7.
West kicker. Close up of West.
With 10 minutes to go in the second quarter, it's Knox Central 10, Heritage 7.
Wow, that's a close game.
Yeah.
Stay with it.
So CB getting a lot of work tonight. 3 extra points, 4 kickoffs, a field goal attempt.
Is Hendrick.
Better shot.
Sevier County.
Heritage 10-7. Off you.
So CB kicks it. It's going to be another touchback,
Crowd.
and that's going to put Sevier County at the 20.
Hold it there. Hold it.
Touchback.
On you.
You know, we don't see it a whole lot, Ralph. We see deficits in it a whole lot. But a solid kicking game is huge at the high school level.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is his 4th
Yeah.
touchback.
No, it's even more huge at the high school level than it is at the other levels, even though it's very important there too. If you got a good high school kicker, you can change field position quite a bit. All right, so Sevier County with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. They'll see if they can get something going here. They'll try a quick pass, and it's almost intercepted. You know, Sevier County is kind of between a rock and a hard place, right? Yeah. It looks like Hoffman is looking one guy. He wants to go to one guy, but he doesn't have time to sit back and really look because exactly. Yep. And all the West defenders are doing is just sitting right there and reacting to what they see.
We had a defense coordinator in high school, Ralph, that said avoid the quicksand.
Exactly. I know exactly what that means.
Yes, and I feel like right now Sevier County's in the quicksand.
Oh, he's got a man open. Oh, wow.
Stay with it.
So the pass was intended for Malachi Pate. He had him open. He just overthrew him just a little bit.
Stay with him. Stay with him.
Ralph, I don't want to be too too hard on Christian Hoffman, but you've got to put a little bit of arc on that.
Yeah,
ball.
you got to. Well, I think you just said the magical word, the quicksand. He's in the quicksand right now, and that's it's spinning and he's sinking. He's going to roll. He's got a man open. He overthrows him. He wasn't really open that much, but it was overthrown a little bit, intended for Mason Ellis. And on the coverage for West was Marshawn Bowers, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, and they're going to have to punt again.
Number 3,
Bowers back to return for the Rebels.
You know, Ralph, we watched him last week and complete the game, and part of the reason for that was timing issues, and I think they're still having some timing issues.
Oh, a fake. And it's a nice play. He gets the first down.
Gutsy.
All right, so that was a gutsy call, but you got to give Sevier County credit for that one. Nice call, Jude Costner.
There. Yeah, watch that ball all the way in.
Stay with it. Stay with him.
And you know something? You got nothing to lose there.
Nope.
So that's going to be a Clabough's Campground 1st and 10 on a fake punt. They caught West sleeping just a little bit, and they're going to have a 1st and 10 from their own 35. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Oh. There's your pick.
Braden Latham on the interception. And what turned into a promising start of a drive turns into a turnover. And to get you. So West has got a 1st and 10 here. And let me see if you can read my mind, Ron. What do you think West is going to do right here?
Run the football.
You think they're going to run it?
Yes.
I think they're going to throw it deep.
Go for the juggler
oh,
right
yeah,
here?
Why not? You got nothing to lose. You're probably right, but let's see. I'd go play action and throw it deep.
Reaction shot, Knox West.
Nope, you're right.
Take the handoff.
Gosh.
Yeah, just chewing up chunks of yardage behind those blockers. And he's got an escort. Those guys are he's just running right behind them. So that's going to be a pickup of about 8. It's going to put the ball at the 21-yard line. They're going to go tempo again. They're going to give it right back to... Oh, yeah, big hole, big hole.
You know, Coach Brown told me to look at the kid tonight. Jones Connor there at right tackle. And he can set the edge. He's done it several times tonight. I don't know what the ratio is, Ralph, right now, but I'd say they're running behind that right side of the line about 80% of the time.
Well, that was a huge hole. 1st and goal, Clabough's Campground, 1st and goal. He's going to run it right again, right up the middle. They're going to stop him short of the goal line at about the 1. Antoine Burdine on the carry.
Second goal from the 2.
Brooks in motion to the right. They're going to run right behind him, and they're going to score.
R.J. Brooks right then again, and John Whitesell there sealing the middle of the field on both sides. You know, Ralph, we've talked about that trap play, and I think that was what we saw right there. The guard came around and sealed that outside linebacker, and it just opened up like the Red Sea.
Yep, that was definitely a trap. No question about that. That makes the score 27-0.
Tyson Sevier.
Sevier on for another extra point. Kick is up. The kick is no good. No, it is good. It looked like it went to the left of the upright. Obviously, I'm not under the upright, so I should have kept my mouth shut. But either way, it's 28-0 West, and we've got 7:43 remaining first half.
Kicking off, number 16, Tommy for West.
You know, you mentioned at the start that we've seen nothing but blowouts, but unfortunately, one more score and we'll have a running clock in the second half.
Yep.
Sevier for the kickoff.
You know, Ralph, we're at the midpoint of the season, but you just have the feeling right here that you and I are going to look back at this and say, do you remember that game against Sevier County as Knox West continues to march in the playoffs?
Yeah.
They are as good as they were advertised.
Oh, there's no question. I know they came to Maryville last year. I think Maryville has to go to West this year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be an interesting game as well. All right, 1st and 10 for Sevier County from their own 20. Hoffman at the quarterback spot. They're going to throw a little quick out pass. Completes it. Picks up some nice yardage. And they're going to pick up about 5. Malachi Pate on the reception.
Brock Hatcher, the outside linebacker, in on that tackle. He is a bruiser.
So West, the cheese is pretty cold, so they've went and invested in their nachos. They've got a new crock pot. So look forward to getting back over on Sutherland.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Sack now. C.J. Smith is second.
So C.J. Smith on the sack. Hoffman had nobody to throw to. Pulled it down and tried to run with it, and that's a no-win proposition when C.J. Smith is chasing you. That's going to be a loss of about 8, and it's going to be third down and 15 from their own 15.
This is a good offensive line for Sevier County, too. I mean, Noah Taylor Magaha is solid. Good-sized kid. He just got beat right there by a better player, Ralph.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, it's, no shame in that. So they're going to roll Hoffman out this time. He's going to throw it deep down the sideline, and it's caught. Nice catch. Knox Trembless with a nice catch there. Number 11 for Sevier County. Nice throw, too. We got to give Hoffman credit for that. That was a tremendous throw over the hands of the corner, and it's going to give Sevier County a first down at their own 48.
You know, what we've seen so far, Ralph, now I realize it's only around 50 yards, but you've got 4 yards rushing compared to 50 yards passing for Sevier County. So maybe the coaches are seeing what I'm seeing right now, trying to get them to play back a little bit.
We're going to try another pass down the sideline. That's going to go out of bounds.
Hayden Akers there on the long route.
And the interesting thing, Ron, you can tell that these corners, that was, let's see, who was that? That was number 6 Horde. You can tell that they're taught well because he ran him out of bounds.
He did.
I mean, instead of trying to run to a certain point, he ran to force him out of bounds, and that's what a good corner does on those sideline routes.
Downfield.
So we're going to have a
Smoky Bears for 5 yards.
Looks like we had a penalty there on Sevier County.
Penalty, 1st and 15.
Ralph, are you surprised a little bit by just how we knew they were athletic, just how physical this defense is?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, usually when you have an athletic team, they're not as physical.
Yep.
But you got a combination of that with West. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. They're going to go back to the run. and they're not going to get much.
They give to number 13. That's Lane.
Stop by Rights.
Bryson Lane on the carry, picks up nothing really, so that's going to be 2nd down and 15. Clock running, we're under 6 minutes in the first half.
No gain, 2nd and 15.
Cameron Leggett on the spot as well. Play action fake. Across the
Again.
Can't throw that. It's overthrown.
It's Jacarius Wren.
He's probably going to score.
Across the 20.
Yeah, he's going to score. He's in.
Touchdown, Rebels.
Wow. Yeah, that was an overthrown pass. No question about it. Jacarius Wren with the pickoff. He outruns everybody to the corner, and he scores a touchdown. And that's going to make it 34-0.
Jacarius Wren to the pick 6. With 5:30 to go, Rebels set to make it 35-0, pinning the PhD from Stevie.
They're offsides.
Yep, they are.
Yep.
Sevier County offsides.
Marker on the play.
Could have been in there.
I think they can.
Solid run, Sevier County.
Look it up.
I think in high school, I'm not sure if you get the option to do it on the kickoff or not. Let's see. I think they're just going to re-kick it.
If they're going to re-kick it, they'll probably just decline it or just go ahead and move it up half if CB's okay with that. And
Well,
the question to Lamar Brown is,
I think they're going to take it on the kickoff. Maybe. Let's see.
will decline the penalty, and CB will kick it on.
I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's see. I think the referees stopped the play, didn't they?
Yes.
So
they
if you
did.
do that, I'm not sure that you have the chance to decline it, and obviously they couldn't because the kick was good. So we'll see.
The snap is down.
And it's up, and it is good.
Kick is good.
You know, the one thing I'd like to see out of Christian Hoffman right now is a little bit of movement back in that pocket. Trust your pocket when you can. When you can't move around and try to find an open receiver.
Not going to be a touchback. It's going to be returned from the 2.
Oh,
Good
nice
return right
return.
there.
Nice return.
That is the first kickoff.
That's right.
That was not Old Mill's kickoff, I guess we could
That's
say.
right. The Old Mill kickoff. We've had what 7 Old Mill kickoffs tonight. So the Old Mill is getting their work in tonight. Sevier County is going to start at the 25.
I apologize to our sponsor. Due to the Wi-Fi, I haven't been able to really, for some reason, it denied our computer system because the Wi-Fi system denied all clips that I had uploaded, and it deleted them. I had to re-download them and get a couple
Nice completion there.
It's complete to number 11, Pringles.
Knox Kremlis with a nice catch. Going to pick up about, let's say about 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. You know, Ron, another thing that people don't realize too, in high school, 1 year makes a tremendous difference, okay? There's a big difference between 16, 17, and 18 years old. Not so much in college, but it is in high school.
Yes, the years in the weight room make a huge difference.
Big difference. That's exactly right. All right, so Sevier County with a 2nd and 4. They're going to try to run it, and they're not going to get much. Handoff that time was to Bryson Lane.
I think Hawkins was there on the stop.
Right.
Along with Bryson Lane.
That brings up a 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7 for the Smoky Bears.
Sevier County looking for an Irish connection. Our other sponsors for a first down.
There's space there, Ralph.
It's going to be a little bit short.
Don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Caden Layton with a nice close. And you know, Ron, it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 2. Let's see what they do here. They're going to bring in Hedrick again.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to go for it, which is probably a good move here. You're not going to gain anything by kicking it back to West. The question is, what do you have in your playbook that you think can work on a 4th and 2.
Well, now, Ralph, you've called it several times, but we've not seen it, and that's misdirection.
Misdirection, yeah. We got to have some misdirection.
You're looking to buy or sell your home in this crazy market. I'll be honest with you, it's crazy, but I know how to navigate it. Give me a couple.
90% of the time, you know this as well as I do, when you see overthrows, particularly in the middle of the field, it's because your feet aren't set.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got a 4th and 2. That's a tough play. Ran him out of bounds again. Nice play by West. That's a tough play to run on 4th and 2. So West is going to take over at the 33-yard line with 3:50 left. And let's see if West goes for the jugular or if they try to run the clock.
Crimless there looking for the flag route, but there was not enough contact.
No, there was no. He just ran him out of bounds.
Unfortunately, got that little signal up saying I do apologize if there is any.
So far tonight, Christian Hoffman 4-15 with 2 interceptions.
Yeah, not a good night.
Nope, 49 yards roughly.
All right, so West takes over. Plenty of time to put another score on the board. They're on the pistol formation. They're going to throw it. Little head fake, overthrown. So that's the first. Oh, we've got a penalty there. Let's see what we got.
Pass is intended for number 2, Red. Marker on the play.
Some sort of a personal foul. Not sure if it was against Sevier County or West. Looks like it was against Sevier County. Let's see. Personal foul against Sevier County. That's frustration right there.
Setting in. You're absolutely right.
You know, that was, let's see who that was. Who's number 72? Young Chase Gillespie, sophomore. You know, it's frustrating when you can't get off of a block and they're just, you know.
Ralph, they can smell the blood in the water, can't they?
Oh, yeah, no question. They're just going to run it. Latham's going to pick his hole, and he's going to break through for about, well, we'll call it about 4 yards on the gain. So West is going to have a 2nd down and about, let's call it 6. Right up the middle again. And he's going to get all the way down to about the 3.
Latham, or Jameson in this case, both these tailbacks just keep their feet moving.
They do. They do. I mean, they really do. So we got a 1st and goal for West.
Clabough's Campground, 1st down, right?
Clabough's Campground, 1st and 10. You're exactly right. We'll call it a Clabough's Campground 1st and goal. Brooks now in motion. They're going to go right behind him again. And he's going to score. So that's another touchdown for West. So, still 2:40 left. We got a 41-0 score here.
Yeah, I've called his name already out tonight. Hayes there at the left guard. I mean, Ralph, I could have walked behind that hole. Well, maybe not.
You could have run behind that hole.
I could have, yeah. I wouldn't have walked.
Highlights tonight.
You're not that old yet to be walking behind.
Get on Twitter at DCN. D as in Diamond.
So, CB back in. Big night for him. Spot, kick, up. Good. So, 2:40 remaining. Let's go to a quick break. 42 for the Rebels, nothing for the Smoky Bears. We'll be right back up to your high school sports game of the week.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Okay, so it's 42-0 Rebels, 2:40 remaining first half. Sevier County with the ball, 1st and 10 at their...
Just a quick update, Ralph. The 0-3 Elizabethton Cyclones look like they're going to pick up their first win tonight, up 21-0 over Granger.
All right, good for them. So Bryson Lane with a loss of about 2. I'll be real interested to see the yardage when we get to halftime there.
Falls up on Cott County 22-7. And Austin East beat Northview 8-7. Boy, that's a close one.
Clock running, 2 minutes. 2nd down, 12. And run the ball up the middle, no gain. Maybe a couple yards. Forward progress and a good push from behind. You're going to get back just past the original line of scrimmage. We'll call it 3rd down and about 8. So pick up a 4.
You know, Ralph, you talked about it just a minute ago. Gatlinburg-Pittman's beating a very good Unicoi County.
Look at Heritage, 14-10 over Knox Central.
Yep.
Heritage has really turned it around, haven't they?
They have.
All right, so it's 3rd down and 8 for Sevier County. Clock is running. Oh, no.
Incomplete. Broken up by Ben Costa.
So Costa, the intended receiver, broken up by those very active safeties for West. Jacarius Wren and Marshawn Bowers.
You know, Ralph, Coach Brown said something very interesting to me about their secondary. I was like, who's your free safety, who's your strong safety? He's like, we don't have it.
Right.
They play left and right. They should know both positions.
Right.
One of the things you see when you go on and you do a little bit of digging around the next Knox West team, there's a ton of kids on this team that have 4.0 GPAs. Yeah. So they're a very intelligent team as well as being physical and athletic.
What's he going to do? Yeah. He gives his team a chance to get down there and cover it. That's pretty smart. So that's going to put the ball at the West 48-yard line. We've got about 1:05 left. I would expect West to run the football.
Will be placed on the 47-yard line of West, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
Ralph, I think you talked about Heritage a minute ago. I think you and I are heading off to Heritage later on this year.
I think so. Heritage, I mean, they've shown some fight this year. I mean, they've turned it around.
An improved Jefferson County team is up 25-0 over Morristown East. A little bit of a surprise there.
That is a little bit of a surprise. They're going to throw it. That's surprising.
And it means to me, too.
They're just going to toss it out.
Jesse shovel pass is intended for number 7. Jamison falls incomplete.
Just before the half, 11 minutes ago.
2nd down.
So a little shovel pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the 47 of West. We've got exactly 1 minute to go in the first half. Clabough's Campground 1st and 10 on that previous play. Sevier County Electric with another West Rebel sponsored touchdown. And we're about to get to our Sevier County Electric halftime. Going to throw it again. Well, he's going to keep it himself.
Wow.
And he's going to pick up big yardage. Nobody's there, so he's just going to keep running, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds.
Mason Ellis after a gain of what, Ralph, about 40?
Yeah, exactly. Well, but you know, in all fairness to Sevier County, the one guy you really can't account for is the quarterback. That's why a quarterback run becomes so dangerous. They bring, let's see, he came out of the game there. Where is our quarterback? No, he's in there. Okay, it looked like he had run out of the game, but he didn't. So that's going to be a 1st and goal with 49 seconds left. A Clabough Campground 1st and goal. They're going to run it again this time, picking the hole. 24 goes right up the middle. He's going to be stopped.
Antarius McAllister, his first carry.
Gain of about 3 right there. As the yards continue to accumulate, this rushing game is on a different level right now, Ralph.
Well, I would expect West here to try to put another one up. You're so close. Let's see what they try to do. They're going to bring Brooks in motion to the right at the wing. They're going to run it right behind him, and I think this is going to be a touchdown, and it is. So, 3rd touchdown for Jamison. That's going to make it 48-0.
21 seconds to go. It's now 48. Zip.
Where are you? Where's Jamison? Jamison on the roster.
Nothing. CB in for the extra point.
Now CB for the PAT.
That's illegal procedure.
Yep.
We'll see which one.
Marker on the play.
On the Rebels.
False start.
Knock him up 5 yards. CB will have to
One miss.
for PAT.
It's a mistake. So Devin Jamison, the junior tailback, 5'5", 130, running like he's about 6'2", 200, and he's got 3 touchdowns on the night. So this is going to be a 25-yard extra point for CB from the middle of the field. He should have no problem with it. The kick is up. The kick is good. So we've got 20 seconds remaining to halftime. That's right, I said halftime. And the score is the West Rebels 49, the Smoky Bears nothing.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
I got it. What?
Right there, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the West High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the pride of the Smoky Mountains, the Sevier County High School Smoky Bear Marching Band. Under the field direction of Catherine Gomez and Luke Mitz, the Smoky Bear Marching Band presents Rock Radio. Tonight's selections include Rock and Roll All Night, Hey Jude, featuring Presley Lewis and Lillian Davis as soloists, Dream On, Inner Sandman, Dirty Deeds, and I Love Rock and Roll.
She's fucking 18-year-old. Right after she broke up with her boyfriend. What's from Georgia? She broke up with her. I don't know. No, I mean before I came over there.
Drum majors, is your band ready? Your salute is acknowledged and the field is yours.
Whoever is announcing your rosters, I put it out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the Sevier County High School Marching Band.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Okay, we're back at Sevier County High School. Halftime festivities just wrapping up. The Sevier County Electric halftime. We want to thank Sevier County Electric for all their sponsorship of your high school sports. And Ron, I don't think either one of us expected this. Probably not a lot of people watching at home expected it, but it's 49-0 West here in the halftime. Obviously, the clock's going to be running in the second half unless Sevier County can score two or more touchdowns. I mean, you've got the stats. Give us a little bit of the damage that we've seen here with the stats.
It's not good for Sevier County. I'm not quite sure how to say it. 21 yards of rushing. You know, probably for an average Ralph, I'm guessing of probably 1.5 yards per carry.
Right.
49 yards passing. Christian Hoffman was 5 of 15. In the air for roughly, we'll say 50 yards, and had 2 interceptions in the midst of that. So from that perspective, they're really just being dominated, both athletically and physically. On the Knox West side, Ralph, 212 yards rushing, right, for Knox West, 65 yards passing. Carson, a very efficient 6 of 8 for 65 yards. Wren there with a 43-yard interception return off of Christian Hoffman, and then Jamison with 3 touchdowns and Caden Latham with 3 touchdowns, and that's your scoring tonight.
Well, you know, the surprising things, that 212 yards rushing, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I'm going to guess close to 100 of that came after initial contact.
Yes,
I mean, like
at least
a missed tackle or a missed pursuit angle. You know, if you're technically correct, they're still going to have over 100 yards rushing, but some of that damage might not have been done. I mean, it really, Sevier County is kind of getting dominated, out-physicaled and out-athleted. And, you know, you would almost expect the athleticism to be uneven, but you would hope that they come out and just, you know, smash them in the mouth, just like they're trying to do to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
I think you and I tried to talk ourselves in this being a game.
We did.
And it's just not worked out.
Well, I think, you know, it's just like any level of football, or not the NFL, but college too. You know, you see a team ranked in the top 10, they're 4-0, and then they get manhandled. I mean, it's 4-0 doesn't mean anything until you get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until you face a team that you know is pretty good. And I think we're starting to see that Sevier County is a very good football team, but they may not be top tier just yet.
Yep. Ralph, we want to thank Sevier County for being our halftime sponsor.
Yes, we did.
And as you can see in my hand, and I got juices all over Ralph's sheet, but you know what? This is some great Buddy's barbecue that we have here.
Yeah.
So we just have to make a sandwich, and we're appreciative of all of our sponsors.
Yes, we are.
Tonight. Boy, we've, I don't know if we did or not, but boy, we could have called, 7 touchdowns at least for Sevier County?
Yeah, we called most of them. We called most of them.
Wow.
Yeah,
so,
they've got their money's worth tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, as dominant as it could be. we as well want to thank Sharp's Plaque Masters, who are going to help us with our Player of the Week vote, and we'll do that. We got to nominate him first, and we've got a lot of candidates right now for Knox West we could put up.
Well, and I think Roddy needs to go get a sponsorship from Knox County Electric Company. I mean, they're the ones that score most of the touchdowns. All right, so we're getting ready to start the second half here. West is going to get the second half kickoff, and Sevier County is ready to kick it to them, and we will have a running clock until Sevier County scores 15 points. So they're going to pooch it. It's going to go right down to the corner to Bowers. He's just going to take it and plow his way up to the 41-yard line. And as I said, the clock will continue to run here in the second half unless Sevier County can put up at least 15 points.
What? It's not 35 anymore? When did they change it? This year? Oh, okay.
Well, thank goodness we have a veteran official up here in the booth with us, and he told me that this year the rule was changed to 30, not 35. So they have to score 20 points. But that's neither here nor there. The Rebels now take the ball at the 41-yard line, and I would expect them to keep it on the ground. We have a different quarterback in. Looks like we got number 19 in for West. And that's going to be Parker Dubon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He is a sophomore.
Number 13 lane and number 68 on the tackle.
And we don't have a 24 on the roster, do we? He was the running back.
7 for West.
Let's see. I had it a minute ago, right here. Antarius McAllister.
There you go. Antarius McAllister on the carry.
We had 2 West rosters up here. Just got mixed up.
So we've got totally different players on the field for West. We can just tell by the numbers. Jordan Hayes, a sophomore wide receiver.
We're
32 at home.
We got Corey Person, a sophomore wide receiver. Lots of sophomores playing right now. And we would expect some for Sevier County as well. So they're going to, nice move there by McAllister. Beautiful move. He's going to pick up the first down.
It's a great cut right there, Ralph, against the grain.
Yes, it was. And you know, for a sophomore, that shows a lot of promise for this kid next couple years.
Ran first down on that Fisher Tire ground game. Now, Abel Ancelet.
Nice run there by the young running back, Abel Ancelet.
You know, Ralph, you said at the halftime they could potentially put up 400 yards. I don't know about 400, but they're well on their way to 300 yards.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Because we have 2 different rosters up here, and we could just get them mixed up. So I do apologize to any family that may be watching of the young men. Or these young men watching later as it's archived.
There's another run right up the middle. Big gain. Well, you know, I see some younger offensive linemen in there as well. Got a bunch of sophomores in there, and they're still moving the Sevier County defensive line back off the ball. So the Rebels are just keeping it on the ground. They'll go right back to the ground. That's going to be a... He's not going to get anything on that play. It's going to be a 4th and 2. I would expect the Rebels to go for it.
Just to call out some names like I like to do, Ralph. 54, Stephen Dolphins, the sophomore, is in there right now, and Jack Cosella, the sophomore, is also there on the line right now.
Pretty good nachos.
Now remember, for those fans at home who may be watching or listening and who will be watching later on, There's a big run right up the middle. Beautiful run there. Great run by McAllister. He's a sophomore. He picks up the first down on 4th. But what I wanted to say is we've got a lot of substitutions in here. Our rosters are not exactly that great. Some players have different numbers on the roster than they wear on the field, so we apologize if we call out the wrong player. 1st and 10. Going to keep it on the ground. McAllister again picks his hole, gets down to the 20.
A couple of yards on that carry.
Stephen Kane there on the tackle. One thing you do know about a Sevier County team led by Loveday, they're going to continue to play hard, Ralph, regardless.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you'd expect that.
And notified me ahead of time.
Lots of young players in the game right now for West.
I know West, they bought a new crock pot. They're prepared for it.
Oh, nice run there. I think that's Ansel, or Abel Ansel it again. They keep calling 32 McAllister. Third and 3. Ball at the 16-yard line. And just run it again. And they're going to pick up, well, not quite a first down.
Seth Fain there, the sophomore in from where R.J. Brooks was at, is now that lead blocker position. And that power spread they like to run.
So it is a first down. They give him a yards for a first down. That's going to bring up another Clabough's Campground 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line of Sevier County. And they're going to throw a little hitch pass, and it's going to be short, and that's going to be incomplete.
We'll call out that name, Ralph Kenyon Hudson, the sophomore wide receiver. That's who that was intended for right there. Good wrap up there by Mason Ellis, the junior.
That's Mason Ellis.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. Clock is running. We've got 5:50 remaining, 3rd quarter. He's going to keep it on the ground. Nice cut up the middle. Going to pick up a few yards. Going to get down to about the 9.
Houston Parton right there, defensive lineman, forced that run to the other side and kind of broke that up. We haven't called his name out tonight, so we'll give him some love.
Number 48 Hughes and number 68 Hughes. It's 4th and 7.
So 4th down for West. They've got about 8 to pick up, but obviously they're going to go for it. They're going to throw a little pass, and it's going to be stopped. So Sevier County is going to take over the ball at their 7-yard line.
Malachi Tate there blew that up. He's called his name a lot tonight, and for Knox West, this is kind of a good thing right here.
Yeah, they were able to move the ball. They've got some good young running backs.
And they drained the clock down to about 4.5.
They did.
I was halfway expecting them to bring out that phenomenal kicker, Side out to try that field goal just for the mechanics of the issue, but they didn't.
Yeah, that would have kind of been rubbing
a little bit.
Yeah. Do we have a new quarterback in? I can't tell. It looks like it's still Hoffman.
Yes, it's still Hoffman.
Good play by the defensive back. Burdine, Antoine Burdine. Intended for Kremlis.
Ralph, that secondary is just really, really good.
They are. They're very. Even the young guys are good. I mean, they coach them up pretty well.
It's going to be a great matchup between them and Alcoa. Alcoa and that what I'd consider to be the best offensive line in the state of Tennessee.
I would agree with that.
With referees and Lance Williams.
Let's call out some of the names of these younger players. Again, we're going by the roster, so if we make a mistake, we apologize. But, Kenneth Lopez, number 1's a sophomore. Taylor Madison, we've seen him punting. He's just a sophomore. Bryson Hedrick plays a lot as a freshman. Roman Gibson, quarterback outside linebacker, is a freshman. Deacon Cole, Hayden Akers, sophomores. Sladen Hickman, sophomore. Jude Costner, sophomore.
And Muhammad on the defensive line.
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah. Lots of young guys here. Nice break. Oh, he's got it.
Ralph, that may be the biggest pickup of the night.
It might be. Defensive back tried to jump the route, but he got there just a little bit late. So that's going to be another Clabough's Campground 1st and 10.
Hayden Akers did exactly what you're supposed to do as a receiver. Look the ball in and then turn upfield. And
right.
Ralph, I've got one correction I've got to make, and it's a pretty big one. Gatlinburg-Pittman is beating Union County, not Unicoi County, 27-0.
All right, that makes a little more sense.
Makes a lot more sense, yes.
So there's a little complete pass.
First it delayed the broadcast a little bit early on.
So a big pickup of 8 there. That's going to give the Smoky Bears a 2nd down and 2 from their own 41. Going to go deep again.
Is that Mason Ellis there?
Number 3.
No, Malachi
Tate.
Yeah.
We've got about 36 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Seconds to go. This could be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Hayden Akers, a sophomore.
Hayden Akers, sophomore catch. Nice throw there by Hoffman. And that's going to give the Smoky Bears a 1st down. It's also going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So the clock's going to run out, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. The West Rebels 49, Sevier County nothing. Let's go to a break, and we'll be right back on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know.
Okay, start of the 4th quarter. Sevier County with the ball. They're going to run it, not pick up much. No gain. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. Second and goal. Hoffman's still at quarterback. Younger guys around him in some positions. He's going to roll and look to throw the ball, and it is going to be overthrown, intended for, it looks like, number 10, Hayden Akers.
Pass was intended for number 16.
Excuse me, intended for Tyson Franklin, number 16. Tyson Franklin, a junior wide receiver.
3rd and goal from the
So it's going to be 3rd and goal. You're going to blitz off the corner on this one. Ball is thrown. It's going to be complete. And nice tackle there by number 30, Jack Lavelle.
This is complete to number 3, Pate.
4th and goal.
So it's 4th and goal now.
Number 30, Lavelle.
4th down, goal from the 6-yard line for Sevier County, trying to put some points on the board. Clock is under 10 minutes, under 11 minutes. Sevier County trying to at least put some points on the board here, and they have 1 down to do it.
4th and goal from the 6. Sevier County has to score.
No, and he dropped it.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Defense pass goes incomplete.
Intended for Malachi Pate, it looked like.
I think that's just the case, Ralph, where he was looking at the end zone and not the ball.
I agree with you there.
Turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for West.
You know, Ralph, just to give a few updates around the area.
Yeah, let's do that.
Of interest, Sullivan East is up on Seymour, 14-7. Tennessee High and David Crockett, 7-3. Greenville's rolling Volunteer, no big surprise there, 48-0. Dobbins Bennett up on Westridge, 28-7. Science Hill beating William Blunt. We'll see them next week, 35-0. Alcoa 46, Pigeon Forge 7. Halls is up on Cott County, 36-7. Heritage is beating Knox Central, 21-10.
Nice run up the middle there by McAllister. I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank the Old Mill, Flavorful Fall at the Old Mill. We want to thank them for sponsoring us. Buddy's Barbecue, Riverstone Gallery, Riverstone Resort and Spa, the Allowine Pottery Channel, Robert Allowine, Buddy's Barbecue.
Matchup on Thursday night.
Carl Hatcher Furniture, established way back in 1974. Sevier County Electric System, providing the power for your community. Clabough's Campground, our favorite. #1 campground in the Smoky Mountains. We want to thank them for all their sponsorship and support. Nice run there by West. They'll get a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They've got some really good young running backs. Look at that. Just picks his hole, finds a way to get out there. And I'll tell you, West, McAllister's a sophomore. And I'll tell you, I haven't seen the running back yet for West that doesn't know how to run the football.
He's taking advantage of his opportunities tonight, and they're all so very athletic, so quick, and they move so well. Ralph, let's give a little bit of a shout out to a couple new offensive linemen in the game right now. Brody McFalls is in there, the sophomore, and Pedro Alvarado, the senior, is in there right now on the line.
Nowhere to go.
Again, to number 24.
So McAllister's going to lose yards on that one. He's going to get back to the 30-yard line.
The sophomore, Sladen Hickman, a great job, open field tackle right there, breaking it down and wrapping him up.
3rd down, about 4. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty.
Yep. You know, Ralph, you talked about it this is not their night. This is not Sevier County's night.
No.
However, there's a lot of season left. You have a lot still on the table right now. Sometimes you just got to say, hey, there's film out there, but we're going to go bury it somewhere and never look at it again.
Yeah.
Last night, the big win over CAK 20.
Jack Hankins in there at the X right now for West.
Oh.
And I think he was looking at Jack right there.
Yeah, be there on TV, on multiple TVs.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down. Joey Galazin, the freshman linebacker, is in there, number 47. He almost had an interception there.
Ralph, kudos to this Sevier County crowd for staying for this game.
Tremendous support by the Sevier County crowd. And that's what you would expect.
A little over 6 minutes left, Ralph. Boy, it flies when that clock gets going, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, man, it goes fast.
First punt of the night, I think, Ralph, isn't it?
I believe you're right. Nice kick. It's going to go all the way down to about the, it's going to keep rolling. It's going to get inside the 30, and the 27-yard line is where Sevier County will set up.
Ralph, the net of that was about 50 yards.
Yeah, no, that was a nice kick.
Let's see if we can call out a name for Jones bowling, Ralph. Your punter right there.
Well, you know, I remember when my son was playing, when they're young, you pray for games like this so your kids can get in. When they're seniors, you hope you don't have a game like this because they want to play the whole game, right?
Yeah.
It's funny the perspective changes, doesn't it? But yeah, all these young kids, I'm happy for them that they're getting a chance to see some good action on a Friday night. It'll do nothing but help them down the road. All right, so we got a new quarterback now, number 14. He's going to toss one up, and it is going to be caught. Oh!
Off the deflection.
Wow. Antoine Braden tried to tip it away, and he tipped it right into the hands of Nick Evans.
Great focus right there, Ralph, by the senior. 5'11", 179 pounds.
Our new quarterback is Sladen Hickman, sophomore, number 14. Nice throw by the young sophomore there. Stay on the ground now. They're going to be stopped for basically no gain. Ball carrier there was Byron Lindsay, number 27. He's a junior, 5'7", 150.
You know the strange thing in this game, Ralph? Sevier County's up to about 175 yards passing the ball tonight.
Yeah. And all, what, about 3 plays? I mean, basically.
Yeah. You're not off far, probably about 6.
Yeah. All right, quarterback, a nice read there by the young quarterback. A little bit of an RPO, and he did a tremendous job of reading the defensive end there. So got to give kudos to young Sladen Hickman. Nice read on the defensive end. He kept it himself, turned it up, got a first down.
And Ralph, that was their longest run of the night right there.
And you know, against a team like West, that might be the way you attack them to start with. You know, read those guys and let them make a decision.
Yep.
But that's not their offense, I guess. But anyway.
You know, Ralph, that takes a very patient running back to do that.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And you don't see that maturity often at the high school level.
So we got a 1st and 10, a Clabough's Campground 1st and 10. Sevier County's offsides. That's going to be a penalty. Doesn't look like it was thrown, though. And it was going to be intercepted.
Rebels going the other way.
Block. There's a block. Does he have enough speed to get the corner? No.
To the 43.
All right, so nice interception. Corey Person, sophomore, 6'1", 154. Give him a few more years, and he's going to be about 210, and probably about 6'2". So West takes over on the interception. They're going to have a 1st and 10. It's going to be at their own 43-yard line with the clock running and 2:55 left. Another new quarterback for West. Number 31, the running back, Davis Neely. He's a freshman. And Kai Beasley, sophomore quarterback. You got to really be excited for these freshmen who are getting a chance to play.
WBLT, can I get a picture of both of the rosters?
Yeah. You're going to give it to the young freshman running back, number 31, Davis Neely.
Thank you.
He's going to pick up a few yards, going to set up a 3rd down and about 2. Clock now under 2 minutes. For all intents and purposes, this should be the last drive of the game.
270 yards rushing tonight, Ralph, for Knox West. That tells you about all you need to know.
Yep. Neely again, the freshman, he's going to pick up the 1st down. And that's pretty much going to ice the game right there.
Yep.
Well, I say ice the game. It's going to run the clock out.
Well, that Fisher Tire ground game for a North Knoxville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram 1st down.
So our final score tonight is going to be, I shouldn't say this because they may fumble the ball into the hands of a defensive lineman or linebacker and they may run it back for a touchdown, but I'm going to say the final score tonight is going to be 49-0 West. They're just going to hand it off again to Neely, the freshman running back, getting a lot of carries. And no sooner did I give you a final score, he breaks it outside. He's going to get down to about the 29. So a big run there by Neely is going to pick up another Clabough's Campground 1st and 10. It's going to put the ball at the Sevier County 29-yard line. And West now with another first down. Now they're going to put it at the 30. I would expect West now to take a knee maybe, or the way they're running the football, it could be 56-0 with a breakaway run. So let's see. They got another running back in there. Neely gets a break.
In the backfield.
They just hand it to him right up the middle. He's going to get down to about the 25, and that should do it.
Matthew Roberts there on the offensive line as we continue to try to call out names tonight for West. The sophomore.
That's going to be it. So our final score tonight from Hardin Robertson Field at Sevier County High School. The final score, the Knox West Rebels improved to 5-0 and 2-0 in Region 2, Class 5A, with a 49-0 whitewashing of Sevier County. The Smoky Bears are going to fall to 4-1. They're going to be 1-1 in the region and second behind Knox West. So that's our final from Sevier County High School. We'll be back after this short message to wrap it up for the night.
Clabough's Campground and Cabins and Clabough's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Clabough's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Clabough's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Let's give it to
Jameson and Latham.
Yes.
Play of the game, the first rushing touchdown by...
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Or you could give it to Jacarius Renzer. All right, we're back at Sevier County High School. Final score, Knox West 49, Sevier County nothing. And Ron, give us a little breakdown on the stats.
Well, Ralph, for Knox West, 277 yards rushing.
Wow.
75 yards. 75 yards passing for a total of 352 yards. It could have been more than that if they wanted to. And Ralph, you know, I can't talk about Knox West without saying just how good their special teams were tonight and how they set them up. That kicker, Sybie, time and time again, as good a high school kicker as we've seen this year.
No question, no question. So over 300 yards total offense. Yes. Sevier County stats are going to be a little bit deceiving because they did get some more yardage in the second half, but what were their totals?
Yeah, they were 11 for 22. This is our best guess estimate.
Yeah, I understand.
11 for 22, 176 yards passing. Unfortunately, 3 interceptions, and almost a fourth there to close it out.
Right.
Rushing, the biggest stat of the night, Ralph, was 48 yards.
48 yards, yeah.
Rushing probably on about 14 to, well, maybe more than that.
More than
probably
that.
Close to 20 carries.
Yeah, I'd say close to 20.
You're looking at about a 2-yard average. You just can't win a football game that way.
No, you can't win a game if you can't run and you can't stop the run. Those are the two biggest things in football, period. Clabough's Campground player of the game. I think we both decided tonight that we have to share it tonight. So who do we have for our players of the game?
Well, we're going to go with Devin Jameson with 3 touchdowns and Braden Lathan with 3 touchdowns. So we want to encourage everyone to come to our website this week. We also want to thank Masters Plaque for helping us on their players of the game. But they'll be up tomorrow afternoon around lunchtime. So you go on and vote and good games tonight, but you know you'd expect that much when you're putting up close to 280 yards.
And then our Buddy's Barbecue play of the game, I think we both decided that it was the Jacarius Randall interception return for a touchdown, right?
Yeah, you know, Ralph, that just, you and I talked about quicksand tonight.
Right.
That was when they got in above their shoulders.
Right,
and it just started the ball rolling. And once it started rolling for Knox West, it was like a boulder going downhill.
Well, we said this right at the start of the game, right? I mean, 3 possessions, West was moving the football, and we had the feeling that sooner or later they were going to put it in the end zone. And once they did, the floodgates kind of opened up.
And, you know, Ralph, I'm glad I got an opportunity to see him. Mm-hmm. But any team moving forward, that's going to play Knox West is going to have to deal with R.J. Brooks.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's the real deal. And in the past, whenever Coach Brown has had a good team, he's always had that thumper that sets the corner with his blocks, or it even goes into between the tackles and sets up for those longer runs. And R.J. Brooks is that guy.
Well, you know, we said Knox West, very talented team. They've got Alcoa next Thursday night on the rivalry game of the week. They'll play Maryville at home later on in the season. So those will be, you know, test games for them. Doesn't really mean anything in their region, but it'll kind of show them where they're at for when they get in the playoffs. But anyway, our final score tonight, 49-0 Knox West over Sevier County. We'll be right back here next week as the Smoky Bears will host the William Blount Governors right here at Sevier County High School. So for Ron Marvel, I'm Ralph Miranda. For our producer, Roddy Woods, our camera guy, and our production engineer, Chris Reddick, and for all our cameramen, we want to thank you for joining us on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. We'll see you next time.